Hi everyone, and welcome to Cross by Floss. Today's video is going to look a bit different and be a bit slower. I would like to invite you into my stitch space exactly as it is right now. Not styled, not organized, just real. Over time, this room has gathered projects, supplies, things that I thought I loved, things I thought I wanted, and this space has become a little overwhelming. So I thought that I would do a slow reset of this room, be a bit more intentional in what I would like this room to be, and thought I would bring you along for the ride. This isn't a makeover, and it definitely isn't about perfection. This is about being thoughtful about the items and making space for those items that bring me joy right now, whether it is in my stitching life or if it's in my other crafts that I enjoy doing. And so I don't really have a timetable for anything. I just want to be very intentional about this, taking small steps and allowing it to progress over several months if needed. As I walk you through this space at the end of this video, you'll probably notice some things that feel a little familiar. Hopefully it's not just me, like stacks of charts or projects in various degrees of finished, or just items that just don't have a home. You know, the items that were placed in this room were done with excitement, intention, love, and they just are not supporting the way that I stitch now. And honestly, having the room the way that it is now is very overwhelming, and it's kind of heavy and makes stitching a little cumbersome. I want a stitchy space that feels calm and inviting. I want to be able to come in my room, sit down in my stitchy spot, and pull out a project and be able to enjoy that process. So that's what this series is going to be about, listening to me finding my stitchy vibe and doing what feels right for me at this time in my stitchy and craft life. In the next episode, I'll be starting with my charts. That seems to be the most logical place to start. Kind of figuring out what I enjoy stitching. I have felt like I've been stagnant for a while, not necessarily lost my stitchy mojo, but just feeling very overwhelmed with the piles of charts that I have, not really sure where I want to go. So I'm going to, with taking you along, go through the mountain of charts that I have and seeing what feels right to me, and then how I'm going to organize what I keep, and then making decisions about what I choose not to keep, what just does no longer speak to me at this time. If you feel like sharing, let me know. Do you look around your crafting area and feel like maybe you also have outgrown it, or things aren't quite right, and you've put some thought into how you would like to fix that, leave some comments down below, and maybe we can start an engagement. I would love to start an engagement about this process with others. Okay, so I am going to take you on a small tour of my craft room as it is now, and I will insert that here. Okay, here we are at the doorway of my craft room, and I just want to preface that this used to be a guest room, and when we made the TV library room into the guest room, that TV library room was sort of my craft room, and so everything got moved in here in a hurry while I did that room, and so it just kind of sat in here because I wasn't really crafting a whole lot at that time. And so I have, in the last month or so, been slowly rearranging things in here. So it is kind of in, in flux, as I would say. So here we are at the beginning of my craft room, the doorway to my craft room. And we walk on in, and I have this cute little bookcase that goes, does not impede the door, and then I will have a shelf that would go up here. This is one closet that I redid in this room, and I actually just reorganized it last week, and took things out of another closet that I will show you in a bit. And this closet here has all the things that are not stitchy related. It's kind of other craft related. Let's go over here. Here is my stitchy cart, which clearly has, got a lot of things on it that are not stitchy related anymore. Here is right there. That whole bag is just filled with charts. This bag here, also charts and things from a retreat. Here is one of 3 bookcases that I have in here, and this bookcase is by my stitchy spot here, and it has my whip bags in there, and then I just dump things on here randomly. This thing here, that is filled with charts. Over here, charts, probably charts, thread. That will be another episode. This is my stitch spot that has things that I just literally dumped on the couch. Down here, that is a bunch of project bags that are not being used. And underneath, I have baskets that are underneath it that will hold other things. Then over here, walking in and going kind of around the corner, which I won't show you that whole process, but this is going to be my sewing area. Here is this chest of drawers here. It holds all of my cross stitch fabric, and everything is by count. More charts. That container there that has kits in it. And then I have a table over here. You see some more charts. Then I have 2 bookcases of the same ones of the first one that I showed you. They're back to back. So back there is going to be, there's a big table back there. That is going to be like my cutting, quilting, all of my fabrics. Sewing fabrics are back there, sewing related items. And then things underneath the table. That will be when I get this room organized and I do a final walkthrough, you'll get to see the whole thing. This is DMC, one of those big cases I bought off the site. And then this bureau here has floss, DMC floss in baggies by pretty much a whole full set is in there, just stored. Then we come around here. This is also what you see to the right when you walk into the door or walk into the room. And another really nice big bookcase. Hasn't been styled. This basket up here, oh my goodness, this basket up here has mirabilias in it. This one has mirrors and Noras in it. Just a bunch of random stuff that I put in. There's some bags from Craft Gallery that I still haven't gone through yet. I used to be a Creative Memories consultant, so I have the albums are down here, kind of out of the sun, basically. And then this pile. Now, this pile are things that I pulled out of the closet that is right here that I'll show you in a minute when I was reorganizing the closet behind me. These project bags here, they are filled with charts because I thought that that was how I was going to store my charts at one point. And then here is a closet that I did with IKEA. What's it called? I don't remember the brand, but you configure your closet the way that you want. And so I got movable shelves, and they go all the way back. It's a nice deep closet, which is kind of nice. And so, and again, this room was intended as a guest room, and so the one closet was going to be the guest closet, and then this was going to be storage, and it has now converted into my craft room until I move downstairs when the two that are living down there move out. And then this will revert back to, and I will have a whole new space to decorate. But anyways, yes, that's what's in here. And this area I intend to be my stitchy, stitch and probably beads and ribbon closets, things that I use for finishing or gifts or whatever. But yeah, so that's what I've got so far in here. It is not decorated. It is raw. It is. And hopefully seeing this space inspires you, that if you have, you know, some things that you're like, oh, this space is just not working for me anymore, and I would love to do a reset as well, come along the journey with me. All right. Thanks for watching. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I am so excited about the slow reset and where it will lead to. I'll see you next time as I continue on resetting this stitch craft space. Until then.